was Jay Mavromihalis from Complete Control under Alan Hartley, Happy Alan Hartley, and Josh Frank Redbeard. You know who I'm going for, guys. It's the beard thing. Yeah. Everybody in South Australia loves Josh Frank, you know. A local, you know, piece of MMA here. He's always there fighting for us, and he's great entertaining. He's never going to hold back, and he's never going to throw a punch that's 50% or 60%. He's not going in there to tap. And, yeah, you know, it's always going to end in a knockout. Could be him. It could be his opponent, but we're going to see a knockout, you know. And Jay did really well against him, and they took it to the ground. I think it was a bit, I'm not sure exactly how it got to the ground by memory, but Josh went for a heel hook, and he did it rather slowly. And Jay is good at heel hooks. Jay heel hooked Josh before Josh could heel hook him. Yes. Yeah, so that was, I think it was done pretty quick in the first. But yeah, that was the way that finished. Good old heel hooks. They finish fights and they hurt.
Oh, yeah.
It's good he tapped early though.
Redbeard came over and had to go on our setup of our arm wrestling like a ton of times after that, man.
Yeah?
He won?
He came over and had some guys.
Oh, he wanted to play, did he?
That was awesome, yeah.
Maybe there's a future for Redbeard, eh? He's like, I'm sick of getting KO'd. This sucks, guys.
I will say, in stark contrast to a fighter earlier on in the night, Jay was especially gracious and came over to me and said, "Look, I know my name's really hard to say, so if you can just say Jay or Mayhem, that'll be fine. Like you don't say that." And I said, "No, mate, I'll get it right. I'll get it right. Tell me again. I'll make sure I'll get it right." And he said, "But if you don't get it right, Jay's all right." And he walked off, and I was like, "What a legend, like, you know, just the opposite."
Don't screw it up like you screwed up the other guys. But you didn't, did you? You got it right.
I think so. I think I did it right on that one. So, but it's always a fear when you say somebody's name incorrectly who does definitely have the physical capability to beat shit out of you.
Imagine that you train all. I would hate it though. You train all your life, you get there's your big one opportunity, and then some guy goes, "And here's Dick McFerrin." You're like, fuck, shit. My mum's watching this. You know, like.
Yeah,
this was my one chance at being a hero, and look what you've done.
Yeah. And that's when you kind of feel like that ref that we were talking about in Talia's fight. You kind of think, oh, jeez, I fucked it up. I didn't want to, and all the best intentions of the world are thrown out the door at that point. But it was well ended by Jay there, and he did a great job. And both fighters very, very gracious and fantastic ambassadors for the sport too.
Yeah,
we'll see them both back.
Do you want to say something about like Rusuma Palhares or anything like that?
Oh, tree stump. Yeah, absolutely.
Is Palhares
what's going on here?
Wasn't he the one who
slowly
always did the very long,
just like Tito's career?
What a prick! Yeah, absolutely.
So I am right. Yeah,
you're right. You're the one. Yeah, absolutely. There was a guy in the UFC who got kicked out of the UFC for holding submissions well after the opponent had tapped.
Heel hooks mostly, was it?
Yeah, knee bars.
Knee bars.
Yeah, and he came when they had the first card here in Sydney. Anyway,
it was.
Yeah, and he got in the knee bar position. Very, very good grappler, and super strong, like a mini version of the Hulk, basically. Very muscular Brazilian guy.
A little bit of steroids, maybe.
Maybe.
Vitamin S.
Special something to the ground. Locks up a knee bar really quick. This is what he does as his thing, and the opponent will tap, and he will continue to crank on that submission and
it is not broken yet. I can do better.
Yeah, and the referee will be literally pulling his arms away, and he will continue the submission. And he's really destroyed.
Tapped like 20 minutes ago. He's still going.
Still going.
And he did it. The first time he did it, Dana and all the rest were like,
benefit of the doubt?
Yeah, well, you do fight till the referee pulls you away and that sort of thing. Yeah, okay. But then second time did the same thing, and it was like, I think he had a little bit more questions about him, and then did it again a third time, and it was like, you're done, mate.
Yeah.
Third time, the referee's like, maybe pulling him off like 3, 4, 5 seconds. He's still holding on, like,
and he tears people's knees apart, like ruins their career. And
it's done.
The person tapped before that. They're in that. You've won.
It's a sport. It's not a fight.
You've won.
Yeah.
And then
it's not. I'm going to pull a muscle and you'll be back 2 weeks. We're going to make your knee go the way that it doesn't go, and that's not the other, like, side to side. It's literally back on itself.
Yeah, it's funny he did that because he got kicked
out.
Good
feeling. You don't even need to apply much pressure for it to. Absolutely.
9 pounds of pressure. Yeah, he did that. He got kicked out of UFC. He went and fought in it wasn't Bellator, but it was one of the lower organisations, and he fought
love your memories. I'm going to call you all the time. Hey Matt, what was this?
Mid-fight.
What was that, Matt? I was thinking this, but I can tell my friend that. But when was it? What was the time of day?
It was San Jose.
Let me think.
Yeah. Fired on the pumps. No, so he fought Jake Shields, who is a very experienced fighter. On the downside of his career, also met Pujares in this. I think it was Bellator, but anyway, and did the same thing. Got a submission. Jake Shields tapped, and he kept cranking on it, and the referee had to basically pull him off. And then Jake Shields got up and punched him in the face. Excellent. Yeah. And then he got in trouble with the commission for doing that, and he went to the commission. And his defense, they showed the footage, and he said, "Yeah, I punched him." He goes, "He was trying to break my knee in half after I tapped." He goes, "Give me some slack." And they went, "Yeah, fair enough."
Yeah,
All
fair
right.
enough. Yeah. Maybe we need another couple of people to go in there and hit him around a bit. Yeah. I mean, it's terrible. It's not very sportsmanlike.
I didn't know why I told you to talk about Pujares.
The heel hook for submission.
Yeah, we're both going heel hooks. They did let go straight away. He tapped early and he's safe and no damage. So that's good.
You don't want to play around.